towards Catwalk. And Kang has just bought classic armor and double smokes, which indicates they want to go for a pop on A to me.
Howdong's holding his own paranoia as a response to this, almost like they're realizing it. Yes, they do. They've just absolutely intentionally wandered into the trap here. Util being used though, Cloud trying to hold it close to the corner. And the damage almost done here, but it's left up to Howdong. He grabbed two. You can hear the footsteps. Spike in his hands. He is fully blinded up.
I took out one of his eyes.
And you can hear it now. Close, down. Where's the trade? Not in sight! Howdong! Red Bull clutch to start things off.
That was one of the most explosive pistols that you're going to get on Ascent. It's a great idea by both teams. How EDG got the read that there was going to be some kind of trap towards Catwalk, I have no idea. But the paranoia being prepped for that area of the map is not common. So Howdong gets value there in terms of neutralizing the trap play, and also gets 4 kills in the round, and another 1v2 that EDG win. After Cloud had done so much. EDG have 4 Bulldogs and a Marshal onto Kang here.
Looking to take some names.
Soften them up, finish them off.
Absolutely. Firing off the warning shots.
I suppose the only silver lining for Giants really is that Howdong's ultimate, of all of the ones that you could build on EDG, you're not that mad about it.
Sure, yeah.
Right, you don't really care if the attackers have Omen ult that much. Whereas if it goes under any of the others, it's a bit of a disaster.
I agree. Breather in this round, honestly, with the just the eco round by Giants. Set our sights. The desk was talking about it. The Kang Jet versus Vitinho in terms of that head-to-head. Vitinho has been lights out. If there's anyone that's been able to put a stop to this guy, it has been Vitinho playing, but we're going to see that really manifest and take shape over the course of this final map.
I completely agree. Vitinho's been playing fantastically so far in this. He was electric on both of the maps that we've seen so far. In terms of his utility usage, the way that he's kind of creating space for his teammates, it's all been excellent on Raze.
1 enemy remaining.
He's gonna have to bring it to go toe-to-toe here.
Where the last is, Hoodie. Too many chances. As I say that. Kang who falls. Nobody after him. Crouched up, you are giving chances here. But with the spike planted, all it's going to do is damage. Round is already won. It's just teasing us. No way, man! Oh my!
Oh, going for the knife there is just so silly. That throws away a Bulldog. But what does it matter?
Yeah.
The entertainment factor always going to be there for EDG.
Not a care.
So now Vitinho gets full armor and a Vandal to come into the next round. We'll take a look at this moment once more. What is Smoggy going for there? In the Jet head-to-head, though, Vitinho has had 2 chances to make it to a big tournament before, an international tournament, squandered. This time, the third has worked out. And at the moment, he's playing like he really wants to make the most of this opportunity, this final chance at being able to be here and take on the best in the world. In terms of having that head-to-head matchup, you don't get too much better than Kang on the Jet. Have to see what Vitinho's got. He's all the way back in spawn at the moment.
Yeah.
Just jump spotting.
A hell of a final boss to run into for your opening match.
Certainly is.
Oh my. Well. Deep angle down towards the middle of the map, Vitinho. He's trying to get it set up here. Cloud using a drone. Decent tag. Yeah,
What
and there's
a
an
shot.
opening. That is nasty stuff. Cut to the corner. Flash, but no push off of this. That's not going to be breaking the alarm bot. They want to regain this Vandal.
Yeah, that's a phenomenal way of opening the Jet head-to-head. Now nobody has that Vandal. And he really has been the player that's been popping off more than anyone on EDG. Little recon dart inside the smoke, wondering if anyone could be there. And this indicates Giants that a B split is incoming.
Anchoring players though, Rhyme and Cloud. Dart is impeccable there from Cloud as well. It pushes them back just for a split second as well. It's buying time for some form of rotations happening. Vitinho in the smoke, just avoiding it. The shots went so damn wide here. Need to clear this one out, but again, there's a brawl onto the side. Vitinho seeking to reposition. Chichu has got it there.
This is a nightmare.
It's all over the place. Plan has to go down now. The chance to flood back in here for Giants. It needs to be holding this angle. Nobody does. Doing it just like that.
And I think Sean's right. It doesn't matter about the utility. Doesn't matter what ancient nobody's playing.
Yeah, forget about it. It's an FPS game.
You get shot, you die.
Exactly. You get shot, you lose the round. What an opener here. I mean, yeah, okay.
Specifically, it's the kills, though, into the back site. I mean, they have a couple of players anchoring. It's Cloud and Rhyme, and usually they are so good for it. Hits coming through into B, Cloud holds his ground and delivers. And yet, this time, EDG just overwhelmed them and set themselves up for a monumental bonus, especially considering that was a 4v5 where they didn't have the best weaponry.
Oh, yeah.
That's a round that, I mean, again, Giants are going to be kicking themselves for, but there have been so many moments like that across this series where it feels like Giants should win and EDG muscle their way through.
The bank is booming. EDG creeping and crawling. Deeper into mid. Cloud doesn't hold the angle. Pushed away now, he can hear the approach. The dash is active with a paranoia. That's going to cut its way all the way through here. Kang. What do you set your sights on to? Into the spawn dash to get away and back and around here. EDG looking to try and make their mark and take control of the site here. Still deep into the smokes. Vitinho has to back away. Anchoring at the back is Cloud. They haven't dealt with him, but with reload in sight, yeah, that's heard by nobody, and he seeks to punish almost immediately.
Ardon gets clamped down. Smoggy taking tools in mid. There's no real chance of danger in this round unless Smoggy overfaces or goes for a knife kill again. This is going to be a spectacular start to the attack side on Ascent from EDG.
Yeah.
And Golden Boy brought it up on the desk, actually. We don't have a great idea about where EDG matches up on this map compared to the best teams in the world. They haven't played it for a long time. It's been May, the last time that they played this against Billy Gaming. That's not in the most recent tournament series. So, despite the fact that, you know, they're coming out here, it makes sense, everybody's on good rolls, Can't Jet, etc., there's always some questions about where it lies in their map pool. Is Ascent one of their best, one of their weakest, somewhere in the middle? At the moment, they're on fire individually to an extent where I think anything almost would be worth it.
Standing ahead.
Take a look at the buy in this round. Vitinho purchasing the operator. I was paying close attention to the pings on the map as well. EDG were just dotting out the common positions that an operator player could be playing in. So that's their approach now, just trying to spot out where it could be. That's what the smoke was for onto Cat. They did ping a little bit deeper into market. It's a wide open sight line.
Vitinho's going for the rotate.
Oh my God, the timing on that.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what that was based off. Maybe just not seeing anything for the first 30 seconds.
They've creeped all the way up.
Is there a chance that Cloud goes for some kind of wild ult play off this alarm bot contact? Surely not. He's going to drone out B main instead.
Yeah.
Just playing this very standard.
It's very standard at that. EDG, good approach here into the mid round, but with 40 seconds left, I mean, they break the alarm bot to keep Giants guessing. They do have a fantastic hold, though. Look at these defensive holds right now. Two players. As soon as the ult lets rip, Rhyme was holding his paranoia. It's going to bog them down, isn't it? Hoodie still close to the corner as well, looking for a bit more, but Util cleans him up. And Vitinho,
he missed the shot.
Yep, taking a peek from top there onto Heaven. He will fall. It was confirmed on the other side of things. Attack. Dodging. Here's a Hunter's Fury. Trying to deny a bit more. Cloud, a real heavy investment to this. Needs to get some damage done. Needs to kill, but he does not get it. Another plan can come through. Is there anything else off of this? Doesn't look like it.
The recon is great there for stopping Giants taking a timing through the smoke as the plant was being played.
This is brutal. I mean, Giants vested. They don't really have any util at all. Smoke, one way. Cuts off the turret. Someone else has to take contact. Flash. Push them away. Comes from Smoggy, spamming into the wall. It just feels so unlikely that Giants could win this. Leave it to Nuki. And time yet is becoming an issue. Drops down, wins that fight out, almost claims a second. Not enough bullets and not enough time. It's racing against him, but with the classic right click.
He's got it.
He's done it.
Still with 3 seconds around to play with. I mean, that is just so well done by Nuki.
And a necessary one at that. Red Bull clutch. The entire time I'm thinking, there's no way in hell they can get into that, but Nuki, sheer heroics, brute force, whatever you want to call it, grants them the round when they needed it. If you lose that, you're set back with the economy once more. But Cloud just invested his Hunter's Fury.
Yeah.
Juju's got his ult. He's got the lockdown. They wouldn't have had any response to this. This would have been a snowballed half.
Yeah, this would have been an absolute tragedy had Nuki not been able to pull this off. And even with him winning the round, it only keeps them in it. It's not like they immediately start the momentum going back the other way and EDG are on an eco. It's just going to be a very even round coming up again.
But huge, nevertheless.
Specifically, I think the point that you raised there about Chishu having a bit of a free ultimate is a really interesting one. You see the spike hovering around the kind of gelato top mid area that Haodong's got. He always has his ultimate if they want to go for any fast pivot play, but I feel like, plan B or maybe even plan C here could just be to shove a lockdown. You see the ping actually on the map. But that's more for Haodong to try and take a main control with Chishu. They're going to swap it over and go for the lockdown play.
There's a lockdown. Nothing to remove this one now. You have to respect it. Clear out the site. No commands.
Yeah, used by Hoodie to stop the follow-up.
He is tucked into the corner here to high-low setup, but again, you use the no command. It points out exactly where you are. He's getting spammed in the midst of all of this. Kang Kang tried to take the fight up towards him. Into heaven. EDG starting to find it real difficult to get through this one, and it leaves it just down to Jichu. 37 seconds. Doesn't anticipate that angle.
Well held by Giants there. Two incredibly important rounds just when they needed them. One through heroics and one through reading the game, anticipating the threats. Look at the angle that Fatinho is holding there. He's so aware that grass has been given up, the tree, all of that area is a threat. And I love the ult as well from Hoodie. Yes, it doesn't necessarily stop the lockdown, but it does stop the after effects of it, of the people spilling through the choke point, of the utility that's going to fire through in waves onto the A site.
Great answer.
The attack side up from Kang Kang, though, is always a danger. Shock dart there from Nobody, looking to try and remove any nanoswarms that are going to be at the front of B. Instead, Nuki's set up for a lane crunch, so if you get through B and try and get down there, it's rough.
Operators. Who takes the shot? I mean, it's all Fatinho. He didn't have to adjust.
That's 2 rounds now where he's got really critical operator kills.
We talked about that Jet head-to-head. The desk was talking about it.
It should favor the Jet on the defensive side when it comes to Ascent.
Yeah.
Right? So it's not necessarily that Fatinho is just Jet diffing at this point. He's on the more favorable angles. He's going to be able to get set up with the Sova utility a lot of the time too.
Definitely important though.
But yeah, you've got to get going.
I wonder what the play is here, honestly. 40 seconds. You really choose to commit into this. Haodong is just attempting to fake presence over towards A. Deep paranoia. This is a beautiful ult by Rhyme. Clears out all of A main, and now know that this is a fake. They can still stick to anchoring this one. Haodong sticks the TP inside of powerhouse. Is spammable. He takes a fight to him. Fatinho is quick with the trade and confirms it. Doesn't get the second. Over the top though, almost gets his head taken clean off.
Cloud though fails once more in terms of anchoring the site. Needs Rhyme to bail him out.
Just pushing all the way into it as a Hunter's Fury. Updraft, Fatinho dodging, holding it close to the corner here. Anything to set them up and give them a bit more space. Chichu wins the fight. It was a wide swing and wider face at that. Hoodie falling. Chichu and Nobody have to anchor towards the back. They don't have space anywhere else. Fatinho is low. Paranoia. Excellent. But what a shot by Nobody. And Rhyme would have to be amazing. An incredible flick. It's brought it to a 1v1. One smoke available. Into the back here, Nobody, still with the dart. It's not good, it does tag. Gets him off, location revealed. Everything is done by Nobody.
The back-to-back shots from Nobody and then from Rhyme were unbelievable there. But Nobody played that situation immaculately. The recon dart is perfect. Onto Boathouse, front side. And Rhyme can't swing to break it. I mean, he can't flick his crosshair away. He's so concerned that Nobody's just going to go for the swing. Especially with how aggressive Nobody has played over the course of this game. And in the end, the utility does the trick. So many critical duels won there by EDG to convert that round. So many moments where it could have gone the opposite way. And yet the skill prevails.
Drone clearing out a little bit towards mid. Does nobody spot the alarm bot? Out of range, I think. Is a paranoia though. What was that off?
Wow, that is a big paranoia for them to just click outwalk for a moment there. Are they trying to drive people into B? And Nuki's got his lockdown, but he's not really in position to do too much with it. Feels like trying to drive people into Fatinho, and Fatinho is gonna have a chance off alarm bot contact. He might even swing further, but there's a smoke in his face.
He's readjusting now to positioning here. So lockdown used in response.
That's just gonna force people faster into Cloud.
Yep, into the back of the site. Cloud has got so much more to do here. All the way through with the right click. It's Kang.
He just keeps getting overwhelmed.
Takes him out, operator there. And he's locked down the sight lines. Crucially, EDG, they do not have real good post-plan control. Nothing in B main. They are all corralled and collected up onto the site. Flash sailed over the top there. Hoodie's not going to have that now. The Giants are finding it really difficult to even get into this one. Look at them. They're still worried about B main.
I don't see how you win this if you're Giants. I mean, Hoodie might as well send it because he's only got a stinger, but the others, they kind of need this weaponry to mount any kind of defense on this map.
You've got to save the op, and they do not. Crumbling.
It's only Hoodie that's going to save anything. He's managed to go for the upgrade, stinger for a Vandal, but that's done. The Giants have a glaring problem right now, and it's hard anchoring the B site. Haodong's paranoia was fantastic. It caught onto Cloud, and he was stuck in the back site. Hoodie not even allowed the Vandal.
If you're not a good shot,
the Giants cannot hold on to B. And I feel like that's such a strange decision for them to set up the defense in this way, because the lockdown doesn't force you to break it. It doesn't funnel you towards where the Killjoy and the Jet are playing. It pushes you towards Cloud, who's been a bit of a weakness for them. And like I say, a really unusual one. Usually Cloud is going to stand and deliver on the B site. He likes to tuck himself behind the box instead of Boathouse and just delete people as they're swinging lane. We've seen it so often during the regular season in EMEA. And yet, for what reason today, be it the pace, the utility, the skill of the EDG players, Giants cannot hold on to that site. And already, this is a devastating defense half.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly the emotion going on in Kang's head right now. He's like, all right, we had a bit of a sweat on split and on bind, but this is smooth sailing now on Ascent.
It really should be. The attack side already putting up 6 rounds, looking like you're in the driving seat once more, forcing out this timeout. The money's not good, not for Giants. It's going to be an even further lead that's cemented.
Getting up to 7 on the attack side after winning this anti-eco.
That's insane.
How are Giants going to be able to respond?
Yeah.
They need something now off Fatinho's Blade Storm. And it looks like Cloud's going to set up a recon dart here. Some kind of paranoia play, a flash up over the top from Hoodie. This is going to be fast, aggressive, all set up for Fatinho to find a pick onto Chishu.
So all eyes on Fatinho. Paranoia does go through here. Dash forwards. Alarm bot catching him. Deleted though. It's nobody. Holding a bit further back. They are ready.
It's such fantastic positioning. It's just impossible to get punished.
Hey up. Push into mid. Caught into the corner here. Smoggy needs some help to try and get out, and help has arrived. Precarious as it is. It's nobody just running and cutting through the smokes.
Oh, that's absurd from Hoodie.
Ripped off Haodong's head. It's a 2v3. Needed something. I mean, Lord knows what's going on. It's a modern art abstraction piece with the smokes layered down here. 2 versus 1. Chichu wasn't expecting this. The only blessing for him is that no weapons are really retrievable, but he does not know where these players are. And the spike out wide, spots a shoulder. Can't win a fight out. Hoodie just waiting for it, isn't he? There's it. Oh my!
What a shot.
Insane. Sets it up.
Hoodie and Cloud were throwing utility for Fatinho to potentially win the round at the start there. And instead, it's the two of them that end up landing Sheriff shots that convert. MasterCard thrifty for Giants, reminiscent of one that we had on Bind actually too, where it's pure Sheriffs that get all of the work done. You see how skilled these Giants players can be in moments where the opportunities are offered to them.
To say they needed that is an understatement. It was looking awful. But it's got the money back up. A chance in this round.
6-6, still the best case scenario for Giants, and that's going to require
Tino
them
is
to get 3 on the trot.
Look at him. Deep onto the angle. As soon as he hears a drone, he's not messing around.
He's Garpers.
Yeah, he's out of there. He wants none of it.
That 0 point, though, actually really crucial, too. It caught onto Cloud. So I think they've got some idea that they wanted to drone Fortinio back on the angle.
This angle. Smoke is good from Kang.
Well, this is interesting. The lockdown clears out grass, but Nuki's got utility over there, so they're not worried about this. They can focus purely on the aspect of the B split.
Beautiful angle for Cloud, but he doesn't win his fight out there. Alarm bot dropped down. Fortinio's going to be calling this one. And there is the util finally cleared out towards Cat.
Cover going out.
Don't have that waiting for them. This is dangerous. Rhyme TP out into the open ever so slightly, but he does escape and still comes down to the anchoring players. It's been a sore spot. Giants really hold on now because EDG are coming, knocking at the door. They want to try and take this site right here, right now. And it's still...
It's the same story once again. The Giants anchors on B just can't find anything.
30 seconds left.
Cloud only had 5 HP, wasn't confident enough to be able to hold a proper angle, or even jiggle particularly in case he caught a bit of damage through the wall. And because he's not holding, Rhyme's got a paranoia in hand and doesn't know that someone's already on site.
Gotta see adjustments for Giants.
They just can't hold on to B, and I think at this point, Bren, the damage is already done.
Yeah.
EDG get up to 7, one way or another. We thought it was going to be the anti-eco. Instead, it's a mid to B split. But at this point, even if Giants were able to make the adaptation, I mean, look at that. They're just already on them by the time they can do anything about it. What is a response here that Giants can even cook up? I mean, one of the things might be to play Fortinio really aggressively towards B main, use your Sova utility to post him on deep lines, so that at least he's going to be able to backstab potentially the players that are flooding through mid.
One of the problems right now is that Fortinio just has to respect a lot of the util coming his way, right?
Yeah.
You saw the drone in the last one. I mean, he was just running. If he has another player playing there, something to break the dart, the drone, maybe he can still hold on to that space.
One of the other options is just to play full B retake. You know, you could set Nuki up with some kind of killjoy setup that's just designed to, you know, melt them as they go down lane, which is something that we've seen Nuki run before, and then not have anybody actually anchoring B. Because at the moment, they can't stop it. It's just overwhelming from EDG. And this round is not going to be a good indication of the adjustments because they've got no weaponry.
Hitting it straight down, Fortinio. He attempts to relieve that pressure. Cloud again towards the back of the side. He can't nail it. Not with the Sheriffs. Still sailing. Beautiful flash! Unbelievable!
It's the Sheriffs! It's the Sheriffs again!
The setup there from Hoodie, the peak timing of Cloud, finally some support, and finally a way to defend this site.
Well, if Giants are able to escape here with a 5-7 half, admittedly, not the best in the world defending Ascent, but considering how this has looked, and how lost they've been with the defense on B, that would be magical for them. That flash, a really common one that we've seen for at least a year for different KO players. But it feels like the first time that they've actually been able to sync that up and have Hoodie in the right spot and Cloud able to swing off it. A last chance here for Giants to make this acceptable. And for EDG, they kind of deserve 8 based on how they're playing. They've just had a couple of slip-ups with these lighter buys from Giants.
Yeah. Grouped up. 0 points going to spot them here. They're going to use the no commando to try and get themselves into the side. Kang.
What an entry.
Not messing around. Hunter's Fury versus Hunter's Fury. It's sent flying onto either side of things as well. Beaming Smoggy down, dropping into his knees in the smokes, weaving. It's left to right. Hoodie still surviving, and the team helping him out. Knives for Kang. Wants to try and equalize it, but there it is. Damage done enough to at least get the one, but Giants have just won it. Overwhelming presence. The reinforcements arrive. 5-7. That's where we stand.
That is an incredible half from Giants. Considering the place that we were at, where it looked like EDG were unstoppable, that is a very good recovery.
Yeah, absolutely insane. Let's hear what Adesh has to say all about that.
Oh, a whole lot, because that was a great half, really, from both teams. And I do agree with Brendan's sideshow there. It felt as if it was going to be EDG running away with it, baby, but instead we see Giants managing to bring this one back.
Yeah, it definitely could have gotten out of hand. I mean, I thought it was going to get there at some point because you win pistol, you win bonus. On attack ascent, you're like, wow, we're chilling right now. But the fact that Giants is sticking in this right now and showing us some life and adapting in those last couple of rounds and bringing it back to like a almost even half is really good for them.
Yeah, very impressive stuff there. But also what was impressive was seeing the individual play yet again shine for EDG. Got to go to Haldong as well as nobody here, Sean.
This is crazy. This opening pistol, the counter blind. They sense the mid push coming in, so he blinds it out. He flanks from inside A. And the actual goal of him to stay here and take the 1-on-2 in the most unexpected way. And then later on, we have, this is the bonus they want, right? Nobody's form throughout this tournament is through the roof, right? I don't think I've seen him put up a performance like this ever. But the way he just positions himself in a high-low with the player that plays side, this is so smart. And you asked, you know, would he have impact on this Sova? Bro, I swear, the util does not matter.
He's just getting better and better every map. It's absurd.
That is unfair when, like, the util doesn't matter, but no, they're just shooting. They're just hitting. Actually, there's been a lot of stress, actually, I think, on the server. But also, no one's feeling the stress more than Coach Pipson. Because my guy is going to have permanent handprints on his face at this point with the way that things are going. Whether they win or lose, by the way. That's what's more absurd, Sean. You know a little bit about this, right?
Dude, my man's probably aging like 50 years right now. Like, this is so stressful.
It's like the duality of man, you know?
He's just looking like me in ranked games, bro. That's how I am, bro. Like, seeing things I can't believe. I'm like, what is going on, man?
Oh, man. Well, all right. Well, enough of the funnies. Let's get back to business and send it over to Brendan's sideshow.
I mean, this series has just been an absolute heater, beginning to end, even throughout. And hopefully we get treated with a competitive second half here for our final map. Pistol round on the horizon. Heavy group up of EDG. 3 players sitting over towards B. Haldong really just with Smoggy to try and hold back A, and Giants have no intention of just rushing into things.
No, they've got a bit of a setup here towards B, actually. EDG on the pistol, an alarm bot contact, and Kang tucked in the corner. With a couple players ready to bail him out if there is a lot of B main pressure. And at the moment, that's where the spike is. So anticipating that this setup from EDG actually might find some action. Giants continue to play with a lot of respect at the start of these rounds.
Here they go.
But here it is.
Yeah, creeping. No sound being made. Slowly onto the angles. They see the alarm bot.
Oh, they back up right in time for the recon dart to be broken. That's really nice awareness from Giants. As soon as they spotted the alarm bot, they knew that there was going to be some kind of play made off it.
Dash was wasted by Kang. Smoggy. Oh, still holding it. The paranoia missed. Here's to the side. 0-point nade as well. Drop down. He needs to hold on to this angle over towards A main because he is feeling, again, the squeeze, the pressure, the heat. It's all there, flooding all the way through into tree, dropping down. Haldong's there, right clicks, left clicks, not doing it for the second.
3v3.
Damage. Definitely being done here. Healthy players for EDG on this pistol, but there's a smoke in their face. They want to try and get through this one. Spamming through. Where's the util? Nobody has the dart, waiting for it, lets it fly. Broken though, dropping down. They need to remove these players for Tinio. Still standing it, can't hit the shot, still rattled all the way. The final bullet apparently does it.
And Fatinho, the jet that's going up against Kang here, finding a 4K to be able to win the pistol round when his team is down, looking to try and bring things even at 7-7. He has been a monster today. On an individual level, sometimes Giants feels like they live or die by this guy's form. And recently, during almost every map in LCQ, I think there was only one map of Pearl where it looked like Fatinho wasn't quite in the game. Aside from that, the last month, he's just been sublime.
That pistol round should bring us 7-7. Say should. A lot of expectations going amiss in some of these rounds. Kang spending a lot of money on this one. Oh boy.
Well, there it goes, in the bin immediately.
Yeah.
900 credits, that's all he's got left.
Might play a part a bit later.
I mean, you're really looking at the others to drop him an operator. I think it's not going to be Kang specifically who buys it. They'll get one of the sugar daddies that he's playing with to fund his career, you know?
Yeah. That's my reaction. What is bro saying? Flash
This
to
eco
clear.
round does not look like it's got too much to it, though, Brent.
No, it doesn't. But they are stacking the right location. EDG, dart against the wall. It's going to push them back and away, but now there's a flash. They just wait it out. Here's the presence. Watchful eyes onto the smoke here. Nade flushes them out into the open. Easy collection of kills. Door shut in his face. So Chichu, not much to do here. Will be most likely a flawless round. Not quite. Spoke too soon.
So Giants looking like they're going to take this one fairly cleanly. Still with Cloud having a ton of money to be able to buy up into the next for Fatinho. So this is going to have a lot of weaponry behind it on this bonus round. And the moments where Giants have the opportunity to dig into their strat book, this is where they can look really dangerous. I mean, Fatinho's not even going to require a buy here because he's got his Bladestorm online too. This is where it's awesome to be able to pull out a set strategy, something explosive or something that you think is going to be able to generate a pick at some point. See what kind of ideas they have. It looks like they want to send Fatinho down mid. There's an alarm bot there, and also Kankan just jump spotting.
Updraft
He's so
into
ready.
the sight line.
He's so incredibly ready for that. There are opposite sides of the scoreboard, but now that Kankan's on the defensive side, he's gonna have advantages where he can take fights like that. Yeah. Complete read.
Kankan, who doesn't have to really set up. He loves to play fluid. Already rotating away from this position. Mid-control is the name of the game here for Giants. 7-7. Here we go. Grouping up. They make something with the bonus. It's the big question I've got on my mind. They are contacting, waiting. And here they might strike. Howdong, wow, just escapes with his life. Just claim the kill and he spots that information out. Smoggy, and he's sent flying. He's wide out to the open, but still picking them apart here. Giants can't get that foothold that they're looking for with a spike dropped as well. Notifies everyone. Swarm, converge onto the position. Timing, in and out of smokes. No upgrade for you though.
No, really not that deadly at all. So Giants with a great opportunity to make some damage happen and actually, you know, take the lead for the first time in a long time. And not going to be able to do it.
That's nasty.
EDG with a serious chance here of knocking Giants down a peg or two, but it's their economy that's the one that's hanging a little bit on the edge. There's enough for both teams to be able to buy up for another round. But this is going to be our first opportunity to really see where both of these teams are aiming to put the squeeze on each other.
Yeah, good shot there. Alarmbot's gone. Beginning of these rounds by Giants has been quite good in terms of just trying to feel out the scope of where the EDG players might be.
Smoggy is also holding his 0 point for at least 5 seconds at the start just to see whether he hears any kind of fast play happening over towards A. He didn't at all, and instead used it for information towards Catwalk. They've got a decent idea, I think, that this is looking towards B. Some kind of B split might be on the minds of EDG right now. They still have 3 players here.
Yeah, nobody is going to have his dart up in a few seconds. Here the shock darts. And a swarm broken here. Standard flood now right back into the site. Switch. Not quite hit, I don't believe, as well, so the door won't be closing just in this moment. They do take a bit of a breather. Pump fake. Here's a dart flash into the back. That is going to be lighting them all the way up, but they are getting right into it. Dart doesn't connect onto too many. Holding onto lane. Kang seeks to respond. Confirmation on the one here, but site's going to be granted to them.
There's that hyper-confident flood, Brent. Hyper-confident flood from Kankan to be able to get in and grab somebody from behind. He gets another onto Rhine.
Not worried about B main control this entire time. Great opener. Reposition of Hoodie. Everyone is low for Giants. Has to be the shots hitting. Smoggy. Flash. A dash to really avoid here. And look at it. It's cut up the placement entirely. Nuki towards the back. Can't win his fight. Can't win his ones.
A great round from Kankang there, utilizing all of the resources at his disposal. Partly the distraction from those B-site anchor players. Kankang just runs through. Everybody on Giants is focused on getting rid of the site anchors, of getting rid of nobody. And Kankang comes through, he's able to grab one from behind and then waits for the flash, the dash, and gets set up to be able to close things out. Giants found success in terms of getting there and getting the people who were dug in removed, but they didn't have enough resources or enough players available to also be watching for people flooding through. Usually in those kind of spots, you want a player up towards, you know, market tucked, or somebody still B main. Somebody that still has eyes on a player that tries to make a move like that through spawn or through market and help out the B-site anchors. This is a lot of pressure on Giants. They haven't really been in a spot like this. First time at an international tournament. Like I said earlier, Fatinho had a chance potentially to take Giants to a couple of these before, but just failed at the final hurdle. Now he's here. They performed incredibly well so far in this match, really bringing it to one of the teams people are most excited to watch.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of expectations with this series in particular was that EG was just going to be setting their way through the uppers in their group, battling off against Paper X, but it's Giants who have really put up a decent fight. Again, you know, harken back to a lot of the watchers in EMEA. Could be saying, you know, I told you so. There's potential here with this Giants squad. Didn't show much of it in LTQ because they had a rather easy path to get here, but they tested EDG. They're a couple of steps away.
Kankang wants to take a fight in mid. And this is the one where the eco's broken.
You can hear it. Footsteps rumbling. But now they slow it all the way down, though. Surely it gives them an indicator. It's moved off. Haddock's caught. The paranoia out into his hands. At least Kankang gets the one, and there is that response. Straight through tree. Nuki! He can't win it. And now, what a transfer! Smokey delivers with a vengeance.
Every player on EDG there that got a kill was hitting some absurd shots. Kankang missed the timing a little bit. Cautious, perhaps, about the fact that they were going into mid instead of down catwalk after the early information, but he hit a disgusting flick. Oh. And then Smoggy closes it out with beautiful spray transfer.
Hey up. We're playing on.
Yeah, I hope we don't see some kind of tech timeout for spilt water all over the keyboard.
It's fine. He's testing it out. See him wiggling the mouse. Kankang pushed off and away. Giants drop down. Get into the Sheriffs, just a one rifle.
They've been nasty in these Sheriff rounds though, Bren.
Yeah, they certainly have. Definitely damage done as well. Straight through the wall here, but a close corner angle. Chichu is watching for it. There's no way he's holding close. What is this? Not expecting this. Maybe a flash or something. I'm not sure. Utility that was waiting for. Smoke in, retrieving the gun, but they do not get out of it. The goods are guarded. Kankang pushed himself back onto it, just sees the shoulder. Does he try and go for it again? He doesn't have a dash. This is so bloody brave.
They are barreling into Howdon currently, who still has his paranoia available. Going to counter the one out of Rhyme.
He's going to buy some time critically here.
Stuck! They are stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Breaking him down. Hunter's Fury is excellent. Stops him from really being able to scale through. Get the knives out, the right click. I'll do it. Conversion onto the kill. 30 seconds. Flick!
30 seconds.
And a hit. Kankang, another dash now active and earned, but it's not needed.
And EDG are looking to style on him towards the end. This is the first map where they've actually had the comfort to be able to go for the more flashy stuff like that. But Giants with those deaths have got up to some big ultimates. Null Command and Lockdown both came online as Hoodie and Nucky hit the deck. That round already got a little strange, but there wasn't too much danger there. Giants absolutely need to win this one. That's obvious. EDG are one away from being at the match point. But they've got the tools to be able to do it here.
Gotta see it. No command.
That's so fast.
That is very fast,
That's
very early.
so early.
Hoodie's using it just to clear out towards A.
Wow, they're planning to go up through grass here? Look at that smoke from Rhyme, it's so deep.
Deep dart over the top of tree as well, just trying to clear it away. Howdong falls. It's Kang. Opportunities granted to Smoggy, he just can't quite hit it. G2! No way! The ace denied, but he's done enough.
Has he?
Nuki,
That's a spike.
has he indeed? Eating my words.
Look, he went for the reload and didn't quite manage to pull it off there. There's still a minute.
Bullets left.
Did he hear nobody? I think he's just knife out walked the entire way.
Waiting for the sound cues. It's brought to the one-on-one. Critical, crucial, but he doesn't expect it. Nobody brings him to 12.
Match point. We can end this match.
I've got to see that again from Chishu. What is this? We were
This
watching
is
Smoggy in hell, who
ludicrous.
distracted everyone.
Ludicrous.
He's just burst firing. There's no concern there. There's no panic at all. He just slowly goes from target to target, bursting a couple bullets at a time to be able to take them all out. The composure is bonkers. And that stopped Giants dead in the tracks. 5 chances to win this one for EDG.
Kang ready to disrespect Smoke. There it is, dash forward, slight misstep.
Doesn't even get punished.
Claimed. Yep, no punishment. They know he's there. Dumping util into him, Chichu. And Howdong, they seek to help him out. They have killed 2. Straight down mid, Giants, this is an opening. Can't let this one slip now. It's for the series. Stay in it.
Giants already expended so much of their effort trying to make a comeback happen on Bind, trying to drag things into overtime. It was a monumental comeback there. They almost managed it. Gave it everything they could. This is going to have to go even further. They need 5 rounds in a row, including this conversion of a 3v3, where both teams have made the same gamble to end on B.
Yep, stacked up. This could just end in an absolute fight here. Skirmish. There it is. Paranoia. It connects onto the 1. There's an anti-flash position. Hoodie swings wide, takes them all out though. The lockdown still needs to be played. You gotta respect this one. It's miscommunication. Entertainment not there. 1v1. Fatinho. Red Bull clutch. The series continues.
We got this.
What a savior he's been, up at the top of the scoreboard there, finding moments for his team. It got so chaotic there. Similar kind of way that EDG played that. They are so confident to just go for contact re-clears all around the map. They know they've got the confidence advantage. You see EDG on defense grouping up and just walk pushing areas, surprising Giants with their timings. It's going to take another couple before EDG have any form of a broken bye. This is going to be a rough grind the entire way if Giants want to take this to OT.
Push to the brink. Dancer used early on here. Deep alarm bot actually into B main. That'll be spotted out and broken. EDG, what are you going for here?
I mean, this is what I'm talking about. The confidence is just absurd.
Yeah, gotta respect that though. Gotta back away. They give up mid position. Smoke drop down Kang. Will he be the difference maker once more? We've seen so many moments from him, but they are grouping up right into his sightline. Smokes drop down, but it does not cut off him. Does not cut off the sightline once more. Paranoia. It goes wide. TP out to the side. Damage. Is it going to be done here? Over towards the dark cloud. He has shut him down and cracked open the sight.
Do they anticipate Howdong in wide?
Smoke's there. He's fired off shots. They got to know he's there at least. Hoodie, yep, spotted. But does he remove him? Did he make an active effort towards this one? EDG still here, containing.
He's got to ult away, surely. He should have taken the timing by now.
They have to clear him. No! He's ripping away the hopes and dreams. And it's left to Hoodie. The only chance left. The flash blinded up. The space is gained. EDG, a tap to force the fight. Doubled up once more. Knife is too short. Only the 1 tag, only the 1 kill. But EDG have done it. It's 13 to 8 to finish. Hard thought the entire way. But EDG, they move forwards.
And a fated meeting against Paper Rex is going to be incredible to watch. Because no matter how close this got, no matter where things were, even when it looked like situations were utterly unwinnable, there were moments in this game that would baffle, confound, and surprise anyone that's watched any Valorant. And I think for Giants, this is a really good start. Of course, they're going to be gutted that they didn't take the win here today, but they showed an amazing game plan, incredible individual form, and they could have potentially made a comeback on one of those latter two maps to make this a series that could have been a major upset. They were there almost the entire